So, how do you engage male business leaders to fund women's shelters, to make up for the shortfall in what the government is able to fund and what the women's shelters really need? And how do you walk that fine line between asking for money and saying that men abuse women? Well, one of our clients came to us, the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters, and they asked us to provide a $12 giveaway to give to male business leaders at this fundraising event that they were putting on. I proposed, instead of giving away a $12 something that will be forgotten 10 minutes afterwards and probably end up in the trash or in the recycling, let's make an impression. Let's make a lasting impression. Let's move them, and let's spend $2 on that something and the rest on a story that will create such an emotional impact that every time they see that little $2 thing, it will remind them exactly how we made them feel when we moved them with our story. So what I did is I came up with a little $2 flashlight. It was a flat flashlight that you could mount onto a cell phone. What I did to make it impact and build the story around that flashlight is I came up with kind of a magazine kind of cover. And on the magazine cover, I displayed some facts about light. Light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second. The light takes about 8.5 to 9 minutes to reach our Earth from the sun, and ended off with, can you imagine a world without light? And then when they opened this up, this is a trifold card, it said, now that we've shared some facts about light, let's shed some light on the facts. And then they opened up the card, and in the middle, everything was in relation to light. So in the time it takes the light to reach our eyes from the sun, 9 women in Canada will be assaulted by an intimate partner. In the time it takes for light to travel to Earth and be reflected back to the sun, a child in Canada will be physically or sexually assaulted by a family member. In the time it takes our planet to revolve around the sun, 13,000 women and children will be assisted by Alberta's women's shelters. An equal amount will be turned away. Now you've noticed in all of that copy, I did not once mention the word men, man, or any gender that was doing this. So they open up the last part of the card and enablement. This is the most important thing in any marketing, especially for nonprofits, is enablement. And it's the most, all the time, it is the most forgotten part of marketing. Enable them. Make it easy for them to take action. Show them how to do action. Give them the resources they need to take action on their terms individually. So what we did is we gave them resources on how they could give money immediately, how they could set up programs in their businesses, how they could identify women at risk or children at risk or even men at risk of domestic violence. It was so successful that it was immediately picked up, and we launched it in 2 other women's shelters that summer. I had to massage the copy a little bit for those target audiences. And then the federal government used it as a case study to 41 other women's shelters nationwide. And the wonderful thing about this is years later, men are coming up to the Alberta Council or the lady that I was working with and saying, you know, that stupid little $2 flashlight, every time I see that thing, it reminds me how you felt, how you made me feel, and how you changed my way of thinking. And I still give to this day because you opened my mind and my heart in a very, very respectful and a kind and a compassionate way. And that's what it's all about. That's what we do here. So I hope you enjoyed this case study, and bless you. My name is Dave Betke. If you want better results, do better marketing.